Hello friend, welcome to Marine Engineering Hub. Today I am going to talk about crosshead. In today's topic, I am going to tell what is a crosshead, what are the material of crosshead and different type of crosshead arrangement, and after that we'll see the parts of the crosshead. This is the first video, first part of the crosshead. In second part, which will be uploaded afterward, part 2, on that I will describe the different type of lubrication of crosshead. Okay, so let's begin the video of part 1. What is a crosshead? Okay, so as you know, the crosshead is a pin which connect piston rod to the connecting rod. Okay, so basically what, this is the connecting rod, this is the piston rod. The foot of piston rod and the top part of the connecting rod is been connected through crosshead pin. Okay, so what crosshead do? Crosshead help to transmit the reciprocating motion of piston assembly to the rotary connecting rod assembly. Okay, so means the crosshead is helping to transmit the reciprocating motion of the piston assembly to the rotary part of the con rod assembly through crosshead. Okay, now the question mainly asks is what are the material used in crosshead construction. Basically the guide shoe are made of forged steel. Okay, the sleeper pad is of white metal. Bearing in modern engine is thin cell metal bearing. Okay, now let's see that what are the type of crosshead. There are two types mainly: continuous type crosshead and fork type crosshead. Basically the continuous type crosshead is used in modern engine, and the fork type is the design which are earlier used, okay, in older engine. Now first see what is the continuous type. In continuous type crosshead, mainly what happened, the piston rod is palm end type. Okay, the piston rod foot is bolted to the crosshead pin. Okay, and the bottom and the top part of the con rod become the lower part of the crosshead. Okay, so this top part of the con rod provide a continuous lower bearing surface for the crosshead pin. Okay, so for this reason it is called continuous type crosshead. Now in modern engine, this type of crosshead are used because it provides continuous lower bearing surface area. This lower bearing surface area is provided in the continuous type crosshead engine. In fork type, this arrangement is been, this lower continuous bearing surface area is not provided. Okay, so what are the advantages of providing the continuous lower bearing surface area? The first thing is that it increases the load carrying capacity. Means as the bearing surface area is increased, so the load carrying capacity per square meter, or means per Newton per meter square, the load carrying capacity is increased, and therefore the engine can be made of higher power. Okay, the second thing is that as the surface is continuous, so the lubrication, means better lubrication of lower surface, means the lubrication which can be achieved can be of higher dynamic. Okay, means full film lubrication can be achieved. Third thing is that as the surface is continuous, therefore the wear rate, that means the wear rate is decreased. Okay, and as the wear rate is decreased and lubrication is better and load carrying capacity is increasing, therefore the life cycle of crosshead will automatically increase. Okay, moreover, as we know that as the piston moves downward and as the con rod changes its position, a side thrust is taken, a part of side thrust force is taken by a crosshead. So having a continuous surface on the bottom of the crosshead pin, it will be able to take that side thrust more firmly and have a greater strength to take the side thrust as compared to the fork type. and moreover thin cell bearing is incorporated in this continuous type crosshead engine. Okay, now let's see the fork type. Now this is the fork type. As you can see in this design, the piston is bolted here. Okay, that means the piston is covering the crosshead pin, and after that it is bolted to the bottom part, means passing through the crosshead pin and is bolted. Okay, so basically it is Y shaped. Okay, like this, Y shaped. Okay, and this is the piston rod. So for this reason, Y shape and between and piston rod is and piston rod is there. This shape is, for this shape it is called fork type. Okay, as you can see, because of having fork type crosshead, the first thing is that the lower continuous surface is eliminated. The surface is not continuous on lower surface, because this is space is need to be kept for bolting purpose, bolting the, for joining the piston rod foot to the crosshead pin. For that reason, the bottom part is need to be kept free, so a lower continuous surface is not provided. For that reason, the load carrying capacity is decreased. Okay, same thing I will say. After that, the lubrication will not be good, as the surface is not continuous. Okay, so therefore, as the lubrication is not good and surface is not continuous, so the life cycle will be reduced. Okay, the same thing I have written here. These type of crosshead are used in the older engine. As lower surface of crosshead was not continuous, so it has a lower load carrying capacity. I have told you this type crosshead mainly incorporate thick cell bearing. Okay, in thick cell bearing used to be, after a specific running period, it need to be overhauled and it need to be scrapped, and then it fitted back with sim. Okay, bearing to be overhauled more frequently compared to the bearing overhauling interval in continuous type is more prolonged. Means suppose in older engine, if the bearing interval of overhauling is 8,000, so in continuous it is around 16,000. Okay, and as I have told you, as the lower surface is not continuous, so it is harder to achieve hydrodynamic lubrication, and therefore it has a higher wear rate. Okay, now let's see the part of crosshead. Now as you can see, this is a top view of a crosshead pin. Okay, so as you can see here, these are the guide shoe. Okay, these are the slipper pad, means guide rail, you can say guide rail. Okay, this is the crosshead pin, means continuous surface is provided. Okay, and this is the cover, returning cover. This is returning cover provided. Okay, this is the guide shoe, guide rail, and after that this is the bearing cell, which is covering. So basically I have told you that these are the parts and these are the thing, and in part 2 I will explain how the lubrication are carried out in crosshead, and what are the design, means how the manufacturer have incorporated the lubrication, means how different manufacturer like Sulzer and MAN are incorporating different method to achieve hydrodynamic lubrication in part 2. Please watch also part 2. Thank you friend for watching this video. Please do like and subscribe. Thank you.